Yeah, so I'm Kerry Kunzli. I've been a student at Steve's for a year and a half, I guess, coming up on my second year of taking lessons with him. I'm an engineer, work with in the IT business, and I also run a charity bike ride called the Ride to Survive. And that's what I kind of do on when I'm not at work and when I'm not in guitar lessons with Steve. But I've been got into a group lesson with Steve by accident through a friend. There was room in a group that he was doing, and was lucky enough to get to join, which turned out to be a bunch of fun, even though I was kind of freaked out at first and nervous, as from a music background, I've never done music. I was an engineer. Engineers don't do music. Into much more different things. But I ended up picking up a guitar one day that happened to be my daughter's, and I just decided I'm going to play. And that was about maybe 4 years ago. And then I got, as I said, got lucky to get in with Steve. Started taking some group lessons and had a great time. Well, it was intimidating to me at first, but showed up, and Steve did a great job of making me comfortable and allowing me to work at the level that I could and still be part of the group and whatnot, that's what blew me away about it. Was I could come in at a very low level, as I thought, and was able to fit in and play some of the pieces and just work on the parts that I had capabilities of. One of the other aspects of working with Steve that I've found really good is he's able to push you just far enough so that you're not frustrated, but you're challenged and you think, oh, I can make it to that part and I can get better and do it, but not so far that you feel defeated and you feel like you can't go that far, so you just kind of give up because it's too hard. So it keeps you on the edge, on the edge of disaster, if you will, to move you ahead, and that's a really good aspect of the whole learning process. So you accelerate fast, but not in such a way that you get so frustrated and you can't quite get there. So that's and he blends a really good combination of theory with the practical. So for someone like me that's never done any music training, I don't know how to read notes. I mean, I've picked up bits and pieces over the last couple of years, but I've just never had that. To now come in and able to play some music and get some little bits and pieces of theory knowledge along with it that lets me understand what's behind it, and also lets me fit things together for the next piece. Or if I'm playing on my own, I go, okay, that's why that sounds good, and that's why this works and that doesn't, because now I have a little bit of the theory, but not so much that it's overwhelming. So for me, that's a fun part, because I like to learn stuff, and that's a big part of it. Guitar playing for me, because I didn't come from a music background, is something new. So I find it exciting because I get to learn. And it challenges me and moves me ahead. It's a focus kind of a thing. So instead of doing something that I know really well, where you can do it and not focus that much, this I don't know. So when I get into it, I have to be all in. My head has to be 100% into the game to move ahead in any fashion, and that just is really a big part of the whole process for me anyways. It's just it lets me vacate my brain of other stuff and just focus on the playing, and that focus is really rewarding. Instead of being scattered all over the place answering text messages and multitasking, it requires pure focus, which, like mountain biking, I do a bunch of mountain biking and racing and stuff, you can't take your eye off the ball or you're going to crash. So it takes that focus, and I really enjoy that piece.